Is Dan Tortora of Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora Broadcast Media, here outside of the Carrier Dome for the 2015 Men's Basketball Division I East Regional in Syracuse, New York. Jackets on because it's cold outside, heating up inside of the dome, but not outside of the dome, at least not yet, despite the fact that it is technically spring here in central New York. Here right now to talk about the Louisville Cardinals. In 14 seasons under Rick Pitino, they have made it to the Elite Eight in 5 of the last 8 seasons, 3 of the last 4 seasons, and 14 overall in the history of Louisville men's basketball. So 5 of the last 8 years, 3 of the last 4 under Rick Pitino. Rick Pitino 6-1 in the Sweet 16. He improved that record, obviously, over the win over ACC rival NC State in the Wolfpack's matchup with the Louisville Cardinals in the Sweet 16 right here in Syracuse, New York. From there, we look at the last 4 seasons, 123 wins under the last 4 seasons with Rick Pitino at the helm for the Louisville Cardinals. That puts them behind only Kentucky. So 2 teams in the state of Kentucky had the most wins over the last 4 years. Kentucky with 125 heading into their Elite Eight matchup over the last 4 years, and looking at Louisville under Rick Pitino with 123. Rick Pitino's team in the last 4 years is 31-4 on neutral ground. They're 5-1 this season in neutral site territory. And in the NCAA tournament under Rick Pitino, he has had 4 different players score in double figures in all 3 games. Terry Rozier, he has his 3rd double-double of the season. First one inside the NCAA tournament in the match against NC State. A new career high in a single game for an NCAA tournament game scored by Montrezl Harrell, his 24 against NC State. And then you look at a guy in the backcourt like Quentin Snyder, who stepped up and done big things, got the respect from Rick Pitino, the head coach of the Cardinals. Quentin Snyder having all 3 games of this NCAA tournament in double digits as Louisville goes in with the advantage, 5-3 all-time against Michigan State, and Rick Pitino looks to move on to the Final Four, but not if Michigan State has something to say about it. However, Louisville under Rick Pitino doing some amazing things that aren't being seen around the country outside of places like maybe the Kentucky Wildcats. 2 teams out of the state of Kentucky doing phenomenal things. Rick Pitino looking to heat up the Dome once again. He knows the Dome all too well. He's been in 4 different conferences with the Louisville Cardinals, found success in Conference USA, the Big East, the American Athletic Conference for 1 season, and on to the ACC as he moves on here. He said there was only 1 goal for the team this season, and that was to get a double bye in the ACC tournament. They did that. They lost to North Carolina, and now they're 1 step away from going to the Final Four in Indianapolis. This is Dan Tortora once again of Dan Tortora Broadcast Media outside the Carrier Dome heading into the Elite Eight.